Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech and this is a comparison between the Redmi Y2 and the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Now these two phones are from the same brand, so they have a lot of similarities and offer very similar set of software features. Now with that said, they are priced differently and offer you different things. Redmi Y2 is sold exclusively online on Amazon.in in two variants. Base variant is priced at 10,000 rupees for 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. Next variant is priced at 13,000 rupees for 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. Redmi Note 5 Pro is sold exclusively online on Flipkart in two variants. Base variant is priced at 15,000 rupees for 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage, and the next variant is priced at 17,000 rupees for 6GB of RAM and the same 64GB of storage. There is a significant difference between both the phones in terms of pricing and offer you very different set of features. Now these are the specifications of both phones. Now let's start with the similarities and then check out the differences and where each phone excels. Both phones come with all the basic sensors including compass, gyroscope, fingerprint scanner, IR blaster, and both even have face unlock feature. Now fingerprint scanners on both phones are equally fast and responsive, and they are secure too. Face unlock also works the same. It is fast in daylight and well-lit conditions, but in low light it is kinda slow. It is not as secure as fingerprint scanner, nor it is reliable. So ignore the face unlock feature and just use the fingerprint scanner. Now both phones also come with a similar 5.99-inch display with 450 nits of brightness. So in terms of display size and sunlight legibility, once again both are same. Both phones are running a custom skinned version of Android called MIUI, and they offer you very similar set of features like secondary space, long screenshot, 3-finger screenshot, full screen gestures, dual apps, and so on. So in the software department, once again you won't see any huge difference between both the phones. Now the audio experience on headset is pretty much average on both phones, and the speakers on both phones are equally loud enough, and here's a quick preview. Now finally, both phones come with a micro USB charging port at the bottom and a 10W power adapter in the box. So guys, those were the similarities. Now let's look at the differences. In terms of design and build, both phones are completely different and offer you completely different things. Redmi Y2 comes with a plastic build with fake antenna bands at the top and bottom and a nice metal matte finish on the back. The glass protecting the display is flat and it's not from Corning. Now Redmi Note 5 Pro has a metal back with plastic strips at the top and bottom for antennas with a nice metal matte finish with anti-fingerprint coating. On the front, it has a 2.5D curved Corning Gorilla Glass. Now, in terms of design and build, it's up to your preference. You can pick the best one based on your preference, but these are the two things that you should know. First of all, Redmi Note 5 Pro weighs 180 grams while the Redmi Y2 weighs 170 grams. So when you hold both phones in the hand, Redmi Y2 will feel lighter than the Note 5 Pro. Now the next thing has to do with the glass protecting the display. On Y2 it is flat, so you can easily find a good tempered glass for your Redmi Y2. While with the Note 5 Pro, they are usually pricey and doesn't fit well all the time. So on the whole, Redmi Note 5 Pro definitely looks premium, but Redmi Y2 is more functional. Now coming to the hardware section, once again both phones offer very similar set of things like sensors, dual SIM support with 4G VoLTE. We can make and receive video calls on both phones without any issues using the stock phone dialer, but these are the SIM card trays. And as you can see, Redmi Y2 has a dedicated SD card slot. So if you're really low on the budget, you can even get the 3GB RAM variant of the Y2, add an SD card, and you don't have to worry about storage issues. While with the Note 5 Pro, you're stuck with 64GB of storage if you're planning to use two SIMs on this phone. So that's an advantage Redmi Y2 has. Now coming to the displays, the major difference between both the phones has to do with the resolution. Redmi Note 5 Pro comes with a Full HD Plus resolution display, while the Redmi Y2 has just HD Plus resolution. Now for regular usage like browsing, calls or emails, you won't have any issues with the display on the Y2. But if you're someone who likes to play a lot of games or watch videos at high quality, then you will definitely notice the lack of pixels. So in the display department, Redmi Note 5 Pro definitely has the better display especially if you're someone who likes to play a lot of high-end games. If you're a normal user who doesn't play games, then you can consider this round as a tie. Now coming to the camera comparison, I've already posted a dedicated video on that, check that out for more information, but here's the gist. Cameras on Redmi Y2 are good, but cameras on Redmi Note 5 Pro are better. It is as simple as that. Both phones offer very similar set of features, like you can take portrait shots using the front and rear cameras, and both phones support electronic image stabilization while recording video. As of now, the only major difference in cameras is Redmi Y2 has Auto HDR for both the front and rear cameras, while the Note 5 Pro has it only for the front camera. With MIUI 9.5 update, even Redmi Note 5 Pro will have it. So in the camera department, Redmi Note 5 Pro is definitely the winner. With that said, cameras on Redmi Y2 are also pretty good for a price of 10,000 rupees. Now coming to performance, Redmi Note 5 Pro definitely has a better CPU and better GPU. So on side-by-side comparison, Redmi Note 5 Pro is definitely the winner. Now you can consider this round as a tie if you don't play any high-end games. Now coming to the software section, as I've said, both phones are running MIUI, so both phones offer a very similar set of software features. But as of now, Redmi Y2 is based on Android Oreo, while the Note 5 Pro is based on Nougat. So with Redmi Y2, you get one additional feature, that's the picture-in-picture mode. Now this difference is for a very short time. Note 5 Pro will receive the audio update pretty soon. So once again you can consider this round as a tie. Now the final round is the battery department. Redmi Note 5 Pro has a bigger 4000 mAh battery and has Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0 support. So if you have a fast charger, you can charge your Redmi Note 5 Pro much faster. Now Redmi Y2 has a smaller 3000 mAh battery and doesn't support any fast charging. Now the processors on both phones are very power efficient, so on the whole, battery life will depend upon the battery size. Redmi Y2 can last you a complete day on normal usage, and Note 5 Pro will last you more than a day. That's the only difference in the battery life. If you're a heavy user and want more battery life, Redmi Note 5 Pro is definitely the winner. If you're a normal user, you can consider this round as a tie. So guys, to conclude, Redmi Note 5 Pro is definitely better than the Redmi Y2. To be more specific, Redmi Y2 is more like a mini version of Redmi Note 5 Pro, which is actually a great value for money. So if your budget is strictly around 10,000 rupees, instead of going for the Redmi 5 or the Redmi Note 5, go for the Redmi Y2. You get good performance, dedicated SD card slot, good cameras, portrait mode for the front and rear cameras, and good battery life. Now if money is not an issue, then out of these two phones, definitely go with the Redmi Note 5 Pro. You will have to sacrifice a little in terms of the weight and dedicated SD card slot, but it has much better performance, better cameras, bigger battery, and most importantly, it will have better third-party development than the Redmi Y2. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Out of these two phones, which phone will you pick and why? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy either of these phones, use the link in the description. It really helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and I'll try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech signing off. Have a nice day.